After got them all done, he brought the crane in to pick them up. I thought, oh boy. He picked it right up, no problem.
This was about a what? 4,000? No, that was a 5,000 gallon tank, wasn't it?
Don't remember. It's a pretty big tank.
I think they were 4,000 gallon uprights. About 30 foot tall.
Yeah.
Ex-military rocket fuel tanks at that.
Stainless steel inside.
Yeah. We ain't been using 1/4 inch rods, but we've been making brackets today. Looking around for this. It's the, core support bracket for the front of the truck. Well, every time I look them up, they're like 80 bucks. I'm not doing that. I'm not spending that for that piece of junk. And the funny thing is, E6 TA-5A041-AA is the part number of this. So, we made one. Even test fitted it and it fits. So now all I gotta do is get an 1.5 inch hole saw to drill this. Now I'll do that with it bolted to the truck because it'll be so much easier to do. When you got scrap laying around, you get crafty with it. Ain't that right, Dad?
You better.
If I don't get no more done today, I just saved myself 80 bucks. And if you can do that every day, you're doing good. Real good, actually.
Yep.
Like I said, guys, I'm not a welder. But it'll work. It'll last. It'll probably outlast the truck, to tell you the truth.
Yep.
As soon as I get the cross members out of that other truck to put in this, the framework's done. I think. At least I hope so. I don't want to find any more broke stuff. Found enough of that.
Yep.
So, at least we're making headway here. So, we'll see you here in a bit, guys. I'll tack another one on at the end of the day of what's going on now. I'll see you in a bit. Well, hi guys. It's after 7 by the clock on the wall. I'm calling her a day. Been an interesting day. Saved myself 85 bucks today by making a new bracket for the core support, and it's as heavy, if not heavier, than the material Ford used. I'm liking that. May even add to it, I don't know yet. It's kind of talking with Dad, and it's kind of funny. After I got to thinking about it, I saved myself $300 or $400 by fixing core support over there. Instead of buying one, I fixed this one. Saved myself some money. The brackets that I bought from that company that were 63 plus change, or 65, something like that a piece, that I sent back and got them from Rock Auto for 33 a piece, or 36. I saved myself a good bit of money there too. In fact, all the parts I got from Rock Auto saved me a bunch of money. So far on this Red's rebuild, I think I've spent less than $200. And that's, you know, the other day going over and buying a bunch of grade 8 bolts, 1/2 inch and 7/16 and nuts and washers and stuff. I had the brand new, already had the power steering lines and stuff. I got lucky and fixed the turbo up pipes where they were leaking at the manifold with bolts I had, grade 8. Did have to buy a couple of bolts for the exhaust manifold, but all in all, I really haven't spent much money actually on this truck. You know, as far as the tear apart and rebuild here, that's about $200 worth of stuff I've bought to fix this thing with. And you know, it is what it is right now, but it's coming along pretty cheap because of what I'm doing. You know, it's Saturday, I think today's the 24th, I don't know, but I've been working on this a good while, and it's the biggest thing that's been holding me up is the radius arms and the brackets have eat up so much time it ain't even funny. 3 days and trying to find them, and you know, finally being told you're not going to buy them in the United States. So went and bought bolts and new nuts for the lock nuts for it. My cousin turned them down. He didn't charge me nothing. Got them welded in. They're good to go. They're all together now. All nice and shiny. Woo! But they're in there, and they're in there right. So far, this rebuild, excuse me, isn't costing me a whole lot of money, and I like that. Using what, you know, parts I've got, making parts like, you know, this. Fixing the core support, you know, this side and that side. Yeah, it's what you got to do. You do what you have to do to save yourself some money and time, and well, I got more time than I got money, so this is working out real good. And it's still got parts and boxes to go. Yeah, I think, you know, the rebuild is going to start moving along now, because after getting this bracket made, and I did a little welding job for somebody else today, started moving, moving the parking lot around, you might say, so I can get that blue truck up here, and I can start working on it tomorrow. So blue's tear down is going to be a lot quicker. Yeah, a whole lot quicker than it was on this. Not taking, there's 4 bolts on the cab. Cut the brake lines off. Take all the wiring loose from the firewall. The doghouse comes off complete. Bumper comes off. I'm going to use the cab, the doors, and the hood. The rest of it, no. It's parts for Old Yellow, maybe. But that's going to be coming up very shortly. I'll start working on it. and whatever else I got to get into. But I'm going to call it a night, guys. Beautiful evening. Probably about 73 degrees. It feels great. So I'm going to get off here and go home and enjoy the evening. So we'll see you next time, guys. And if you got any questions, please ask. Feel free to ask. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And Big Red's work is coming right along. May not look like it, but it's coming right along. We'll see you next time, guys. Well, hi, guys. It's Sunday afternoon, a little after 4. About a clock on the wall. And I just got done finishing the bracket up and getting her bolted on. Thought about it last night and thought it needs this ring put on it for added strength. So I come up today and cut a piece and welded her in. And even put my thumbprint in it. It's going to get cut off there. It's got to get a hole put in the top of it there for the mount. So that ain't no big deal. And I cleaned the frame up some, shot some paint to it. Ain't going to do much good at this point. And just make it look pretty. But it's on there. One less thing to do. Might here in a bit be moving the old blue truck out yonder, wherever it is, up by here to start working on it tomorrow. But like I say, I wanted to show that the bracket is finished and it is bolted up and it's right where it needs to be. Did all my measurements from the top of the frame down and mimicked that bracket in all its rusty glory to make this one. So it's on there. At any rate, guys, we'll see you next time. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Me and Pop is having fun today, ain't we?
Oh, yeah. I even walked a little bit.
So we'll see you next time, guys.